Hi guys, today we're on day 3 of the Conquer Your Fears challenge, and the thought that I have for today, our theme, is don't worry. And what I want to share with you is the idea that oftentimes when we worry, we tend to imagine that we can tell the future, that we we can imagine all these things happening, and it's as if we're looking through a crystal ball. It feels kind of that same type of weight that whatever we're imagining is definitely going to happen. The truth of the matter is that we very often don't uh, imagine what is really going to happen. In fact, I remember a quote by Mark Twain who said that 90% of the things that we worry about never happen. So a lot of our worrying is just wasted energy and space. So what do we do instead? Let's see. So what I'd like to suggest, Benjamin Franklin said, "Do not anticipate trouble or worry about what may never happen. Keep in the sunlight." And so what does that mean, keep in the sunlight? I like to think of it meaning that pay attention to what's going on today. Don't worry about what's going to happen tomorrow or even what happened yesterday. But as someone else said, the present is called the present for a reason, because it's a gift to us. And if we appreciate that gift, if we look at it as being this wonderful experience, no matter what we might be going through, then we can see the gift that it is in our lives. And to go along with that, I was thinking about what kind of image conveys that idea well. And one of the things that comes to mind is that of sandcastles. When we see kids, or when we've done it ourselves, when we build sandcastles, we know it's not going to be a permanent structure, that the ocean is going to come along and it's going to wash away the sandcastle. But while we're building the sandcastle, we're enjoying the process and we're creating something that we're really excited about. And so when we're overcome by worry, if we focus instead on what we're creating, even if it's a small activity, even if we're just moving the ball forward just a yard at a time, then things work out and we can progress towards our goals. And the further thought that I have is one of the activities that I've admired is just when monks will do these wonderful little structures, sandcastle sculptures, and in doing so, they're creating these very temporary structures, but they spend a lot of elaborate time on it. If you've ever seen a video of that, it's just pretty amazing what they create. But as soon as they create it, it's gone. And while that can be really confronting, how did I spend so much time doing this and now it's gone? If we can just appreciate the moment, we can just appreciate what we're doing at the time and enjoy that creative space, then that's a lot more liberating. And we can, by doing that, by focusing on what we're doing, then we can feel better about what we're doing. I oftentimes, when I'm stressed, I don't sleep well at night. I either can't go to sleep or I wake up insanely early and just kind of filled with that kind of anxious energy. But when I go about creating what I'm working on throughout the day, then that anxiety, that anxiousness subsides, and then I'm able to focus on what I'm doing, and the day just goes so much better. And kind of in closing on this thought, what I want to share as a verse out of the Bible it's in Matthew 6, and it talks about how take no thought for the morrow is sufficient in the day into itself. It talks about, in some places in some versions, it talks about wildflowers, in other places it talks about grass. But today it is, and tomorrow it's gone. And it's all okay that those wildflowers and that grass is arrayed beautifully, and it's a beautiful experience, beautiful sight. And it's not something that we need to worry about we don't need to worry about it tomorrow. When we can just let it be. And when we just let our experience be, as long as we can, be active and engaged in the work that we're doing, that things tend to work out. And so my invitation to you today, the homework today, is to look at where you worry. What are the words that you're hearing? What is your worry generally about? Is it about money? Is it about what people are going to think of you? Is it about kind of how hard it's going to be or whatever? And then instead of notice that, and then ask yourself, what is it you want to create instead? If you can be a fortune teller, what would be in that globe instead of the worry that you have? What would be the amazing thing that you're creating? And if you can focus on that and take incremental steps, remember from day one we talked about the 1% incremental improvements, that if we can focus on what we do want and work incrementally towards that things tend to work out, and that we tend to get the results, more of the results that we're looking for. It may not look exactly like what we're anticipating, but magical things will happen, and you'll be able to have the success you're looking for. And so when you're facing worry and doubt and fear, notice it, create what you want, decide what incremental activity you can take each day in order to move towards that vision. And when I say incremental activity, I'm not speaking in generalities. I'm saying what specific thing, what block, what brick are you adding day by day to the structure that you want to create in your life? And, that could be a drawing a day. It could be a video a day. It could be another paragraph a day, or another conversation, or 5 sales calls, or whatever that may be. But that if you will choose those things and make consistent daily progress on doing those things, then you will move towards the goal that you have, and magical things will happen. So take note of today's homework and share in the Facebook group today, and I will talk to you tomorrow. Have a great day, and to your success. I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.